Hi everyone, welcome. I'm so excited to do a daily dose video live for you guys. I have notes, I have got things to talk about. This is not a Q&A one, that's coming soon because we're almost about to hit that next milestone as promised. But I want to talk to you guys today about, this is an Oprah quote. It says, doing the best at this moment puts you at the best for the next moment. And it's also, I'm not sure who quoted it. It could have been Oprah as well, or Tony Robbins, or somebody else, but you're exactly where you're meant to be. It's such a powerful quote. You are exactly where you're meant to be. I've got great news today. I've got great news. I've got good news. I've got great news. I've got great news. I'm going to say it and I'm going to scream it because people are logging on. I've got great news. I've got great news. Stay on, log on, share this with your friends. I've got great news. I've got great news. I've got great news. You guys want the great news? You guys want the great news? The great news is you are exactly where you're meant to be. Precisely and exactly where you're meant to be. That means if you're having a good day, you're exactly where you're meant to be. And if you're having a terrible day, you're exactly where you're meant to be. And if you're going through struggle, you are exactly where you're meant to be. And if you're going through the best times of your life, you're exactly where you're meant to be. Wherever you are, you have to realize that you are where you're meant to be. That means we don't question it, but we have to learn to be present, to be listening, and to be learning. Present, listening, and learning. And here's the reason why. In the worst of times, there's things for you to learn. And if you're present, listening, and learning, you will learn some of the best lessons of your life so that when you get out of that, you will be able to be the teacher for somebody else. And if you are in the best of your life, it is important that you are present, listening, and learning so that you can be the teacher for somebody else. Because what somebody else is going through today, you already went through. And what you're going through today, your neighbor already went through. So we're all meant to be there. It's a circle of life, right? We're supposed to be helping. It's a give and take. We can't just take, and not give. We've got to do both, okay? So with that said, I was thinking about things that have happened recently, and I've been on a journey, as we all are. And, last summer, I moved from Miami, and I wanted to get out of Miami. I was like, I knew I needed to get out of Miami. And I got out, and I got a job in retail again. I was in banking and I left banking and I went back to retail, and it was such a terrible experience for me. I really didn't enjoy it. I didn't like it. It was not a good fit for me. And looking now, because I've gone back out of retail and I'm back in banking, what you don't know is even that terrible experience or that difficult, challenging experience or whatever you want to title it as, it's teaching you. It's growing you. It's moving you towards where you're meant to be. And so without that rough patch, you can't have the good patch. You have to get through it. You have to build, and you have to be focused on whatever it is you want. So what I love about this overall lesson is that things that you're working on over here, you have no idea that a year or two from now, those will be things that you use and you don't even know you were going to use them. I'll give you an example. Everybody knows I'm in Mary Kay, and one of the things we do in Mary Kay is we make phone calls. We call our customers, we call our prospects, we call people who are referred to us. So we're on the phone a lot. We get really comfortable with being on the phone a lot. And so going into this new job at the bank, they said, oh, we want you to call some people. Are you comfortable with that? And I'm like, comfortable with that? That's my day to day. And little did I know that what I learned in Mary Kay 3-4 years ago, I'd be using today in my 40-hour job. Little did I know that going out and talking to people, what we call in Mary Kay as warm chatter, which means you're going out and talking to people and presenting your business to them. Little did I know that I would be joining a bank job that would lead me to have to warm chatter. Where 3 years ago, oh my God, it made me so nervous and I choked up and I couldn't do it and it scared me. Now going out was like, I do this all the time. So what you're going through today is positioning you to where you're going to be tomorrow. So remember the lesson. Doing your best at this moment puts you at the best for the next moment. So when you're giving life your all and you're pushing forward your all, you will get the payoff. The thing is, I think that the biggest problem we have is that we're worried about payoff now. We want payoff now. We want results now. We want what they have. We want what they want. We want what they're getting. We're not getting the same results as somebody else. We're not getting the same wins as somebody else. And so we get discouraged. And what happens? You stop and you quit and you stop moving. And then you're like, it didn't work for me. It didn't work for you because you stopped and they didn't. So Let me give you another example. I've been building this social media page for a while now, and I've been growing it and growing it and growing it. And I've been loving this experience because a couple months ago we were under 2,000 followers, and now we're close to 5,000. And I love this experience because I'm engaging with people. You can write me a message and I will write back. You can submit a question. I'm going to answer on the live videos. But the reason I'm telling you that is little did I know that building this page and connecting with new people would lead me to new friends, to new customers in Mary Kay. It would lead me to opportunities that I haven't even uncovered yet, because doing the best at that moment, which was building the Daily Dose and engaging and connecting and learning how to be social media present and how to connect and use it, would lead me to opportunities later down the road where I can say, I could teach you how to use your social media. I can teach you how to use social media for business. I can teach you how to be an influencer. I can teach you how to connect with people. I can teach you how to meet people. You guys, everything. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the otherwise is teaching you something. In your best moments, you should be learning, and in your worst moments, you should be learning. But at the end of the day, I need you guys to understand, you got to do the best wherever you are. If today your best doesn't look like their best, that has nothing to do with you. Do your best today with what's in front of you. Let me tell you something. Last month in Mary Kay, I recruited 5 people. That's a huge deal in Mary Kay. It's a gold medal. It's a big deal. The reason I'm telling you this is I was really down about Mary Kay. I was having an off season. I wasn't really holding parties. I didn't really know who to talk to. And all of a sudden, what happened? I became the best me. And when I walked into a room, that energy and that connection, people wanted to know who I was and I wanted to know who they were. And as I engaged and connected with them, we created connection. See, the reality is everywhere you go in this world, you should be making that room a better place. You should be bringing good energy to that space. And when you do that, the payoff happens. And you don't do it for the payoff, you do it because it is what you should do. Your goal in life should be to impact other people and then impact a room. When you leave a room, people should know you're missing. And when you're not there, they should ask where you are. And when you walk in, they should know that you just walked in. I'm not saying be the loudest person in the room or the smartest person in the room. What I'm saying is your energy matters, and how do you keep your energy? And when I say energy, I don't mean hyper. When I say energy, I mean positive, enlightened, engaged, connecting, hungry for people, hungry for other people. Yeah, I love the comment. Be you. Absolutely. Be who you are. How do you make that walk into a room? Well, it goes back to the same quote. I'm going to keep repeating it because I want you guys to hear it. Doing the best at this moment puts you at the best for the next moment. So you walk into a conference room and everybody is there, and everybody's just kind of hanging out. And so you walk in and you sit down quietly and you get your phone and you're like, and they walk in, they're like, hey, Juan. And you're like, hey. No. That is the lack of connection that most people have in our world. But instead, you walk in and you go and you greet people and you go eye to eye. You go, hi, how's it going? I'm Juan. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Cool. Nice to meet you. I'm so glad to be here. I can't wait to learn whatever we're learning today. And you have a seat. Immediately they're like, that guy is here for a different, he runs a different race. He lives it a little different. You know, it's so funny that I remember we went into a restaurant in Alabama and the girl goes, I love your shirt. And I had a red shirt on, a popular red shirt that I wear. And I go, I was just going to tell you that I love your hair and your makeup. And we had a great connection. And the next day she joined my team. It was a girl in Alabama that I knew nothing about, you know? And so my point is, do your best today. And if you're having a tough day, get out of the and get into the what's the lessons? What can I learn? How can I rise up from this? Sometimes you're just going to have a bad day. Sometimes that is what it is. I posted it this weekend. You know, Saturday morning I woke up and I was not feeling my best. And I said, this is not going to define my weekend. I'm not going to be like, this was a bad weekend. Because 48 hours is very different than 1, 2, 3 hours. You know, had a sluggish morning, didn't feel very energetic, didn't feel like doing much, so I didn't do much. What does that have to do with my whole weekend? So do your best today to lift yourself up and lift other people up. And if you're having a tough time, all you gotta do is go be around people, connect with them, engage with them, impact them. When you do for other people, you're doing for yourself what you can't do for yourself sometimes without snapping out of it. Go do for other people something. Go be there for a friend. Go be around great energy. Just be that for other people. I guarantee you your life will change. So I'm going to cut this video off. Know that there are Q&A videos coming up later this week, hopefully tonight or tomorrow. Q&As. So if you have any last minute questions, send them in. 2 Q&As. One, Dear Daily Dose, any question goes, and one, Dear Mr. K. That's about Mary Kay or multi-level marketing / sales world. Have an amazing day! Mwah!